Hi, I'm Dr. Ben Lerner, New York Times bestselling author of Body by God and entrepreneurial coach. And I'm excited about these Million Mission Mondays because I'm teaching you all I've learned over the last 25 years to get one of these, or hopefully you'll get many of these. I've received a check like this many times. Your name here with $1 million in profit. That's not the gross, that's the profit. Several of these, in fact, have gotten one with twice this much. And not just this kind of check, but also this. They talk about getting the gold. I like the fact that in the Bible, they had gold. They didn't just have paper. They had gold, they had silver. So getting lots of this. And the reason we want you to get $1 million checks and lots of gold is, one, you deserve it. If God's put something great in your heart, I want you to be able to achieve it. But also because if you're on a mission-based business, the kind that I teach, I want you to be successful so you can bless many, many lives. Now, today is a lesson from my friend Alden. I was fortunate at the beginning of my career to know Gary, Alden, and Martin. And these Million Mission Mondays, often the wisdom will come from Gary, Alden, and Martin. In today's topic, something Alden said to me was, if you are not making money while you sleep or go on vacation, you will work until you die. That's a big one, and it hit me hard. Here's where I first learned about the principle I'm going to share with you today. I went to a party that Alden invited me to, and at this party, there were a lot of really wealthy people. And these weren't like your hoity-toity rich. These were people who were hardworking, very successful entrepreneurs. And I learned something in talking to them that changed my life. At the time, I was a successful chiropractor. I was coaching other chiropractors. And what I learned was that none of these other truly rich and wealthy people, none of them made money by what they did. They made money by what they owned. And that's the big principle. If you don't want to be working till you die, if you want to understand that you should be making money while you sleep or you'll work until you die, this is the concept. This is the principle. None of these truly rich and free people, they had lots of money and freedom. None of them made money by what they did. They made money by what they owned. I actually went into business with Alden and got to learn this principle from him firsthand. The business we owned together, he only showed up every once in a blue moon, a couple times a month for an hour or two. When I owned it with him, I still was too hands-on probably, and I would go at least once a week. But still, I was now making money by something I owned, not something I was really doing. What he would do, and this was brilliant, this is a great principle to take away. He would buy pieces of land, he would buy pieces of real estate that had properties on them, or he would also just take over a lease. Not only would he take over these pieces of real estate, but he would actually take over the businesses that had been struggling inside of them. He would bring in a manager he had already trained, and he would take over that business through the manager, and he'd move these managers around. They would turn the business around so that the real estate was now worth more because it had a successful business in it. He would be making money off the business and eventually sell the whole thing. And that's how this guy became a guy worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Now that's a principle to understand. Obviously, I'll finish off telling you how you can learn more details as to how to do what Alden did. But it's important to understand once again, you'll never be truly rich or free until you stop making money by simply what you do, but also by what you own. Now again, I'm teaching the mission-based business. And in the mission-based business where you're saving lives and making a difference, what I love about that versus, say, the restaurants and the pubs and the auto sales that Alden used to own, what I love about what you're doing is there's no ceiling on it. When you are a mission-based business, doing the kinds of things, doing the kinds of principles I'm sharing, there's no ceiling. Everybody wants to line up to help you. In fact, Providence moves too. So to finish up once again, it's all about the gold. It's all about your $1 million check, many of these with your name on it for profit. And to do it, there's something called the Zero to a Million Institute because I don't want to shortchange the details. It's one thing to go buy a property or a business so that you own something, and another thing to know how to do it right and make it successful and navigate all the landmines that are out there in every business. So for example, in the Zero to a Million Institute, we have 26 faculty members that are teaching you. And I was interviewing one today named Rob Archer. So he learned a small business. He learned it from an expert, went in, multiplied that business 3 times over, and the transactions in that business were only $5 per transaction at most, $3 to $5, but became extremely wealthy with multiple locations and owned all the real estate under it, all because of the principles he shared today, all the details about truly being successful as a business owner. So again, you own something so that while you sleep, you are making money. While you go on vacation, you are making money, and you are truly free. So if you go to 0toamillioninstitute.com, that's 0toamillioninstitute.com, enter the promo code MILLION in all caps, million in all caps, you get 25% off, and we'll start working on your check and your gold. Bless you guys in your mission-based business, and remember who you are.